Eftade is a Crimean Tatar. We met here in Bakhchisarai, the village where her family has lived for generations. And these are Eftade's parents. They're worried about their children's future.
It's like living on a powder keg. Our people are subject to extreme pressure.
The Crimean Tatars here have been feeling that pressure since Russia annexed the Crimean Peninsula. The majority of people here are ethnic Russians. Many are happy that their homeland now belongs to Russia.
It's our right and our life.
I will be meeting people whose relatives don't fit in with this new life. They are disappearing because they sully the image of a good, clean Russia. But first, we have to feed the chickens. This is what Eftade likes to do best. She is the youngest in the Osmanov family, and Papa Ayvaz's favorite. He is busy on the construction site in the yard. For several years now, Ayvaz has been trying to build a house for the family of 6.
Hey, Eftade, did your sister make coffee?
Huh?
Did your sister make coffee?
Yeah.
Crimean Tatars were allowed to return here in the 1990s after having been expelled by Stalin during World War II. And they began to cultivate old traditions once again. This evening, I'm going to learn a thing or two about Crimean Tatar cuisine from Alime, Eftade's mother. She works for a government agency in the capital Simferopol and has just got home. Crimean Tatars were not allowed to attend university during the Soviet regime. Many still live in rural areas as self-supporting farmers.
Here, hold the bowl. We have enough fresh eggs. Sometimes we sell them to the neighbors.
The idyllic charm that I sense here in Bakhchisarai is deceptive. Many here are deeply afraid.
The situation isn't good. Every morning I expect the police to come and question me and search my house. I'm the chairman of the local Mejlis organization. It's a kind of self-government arm of the Crimean Tatars. My colleague is chairman of the regional Mejlis organization. He's been in prison for the past 2 years. Another activist isn't allowed to leave the country, and a third's under investigation. I'm not worried about myself, but I'm worried for my children.
The Mejlis was classified by Russia as an extremist organization in April of this year and subsequently forbidden. The local government was apparently worried that the Crimean Tatars who voted overwhelmingly against Russian annexation would use their representative body to call for protests. Since then, Tatars stand under general suspicion. Some disappear without a trace, like the son of a man who I'm going to meet. The 31-year-old was abducted in May directly in front of his house. It was caught on video by closed-circuit cameras. Still, there is allegedly no trace of the kidnappers.
Here there is an utter absence of law. It's all arbitrary. You never know what's going to happen to you, not even in the next half hour. I just want one thing, to have my son back, healthy and alive, nothing else.
Human rights activists have been documenting how intimidation and extortion have been straining relations between those who have recently taken power and those people who traditionally live here, but especially the Crimean Tatars, and not just in Bakhchisarai. Ethnic Russians here in Simferopol are celebrating National Unity Day. It is a 3-hour extravaganza of cheering patriotism, but the celebration has nothing to do with Crimea or the Russian annexation. Most people here aren't interested in the legal basis of their newfound citizenship, nor why the West is imposing sanctions on Russia due to the annexation of Crimea. The Osmanovs are more concerned with the future of the Crimean Tatars than Western sanctions and the elections to the Duma.
The State Duma and the local authorities do not make independent decisions.
So you don't see the need for an election?
No. and won't for a very long time.
It's an opinion shared by most Crimean Tatars. Suddenly they are foreigners in their own home in Crimea.